Hello YouTube, it is me again and I'm back. Well, here we are. Of all the DC news that have happened, it's been a whirlwind these past couple days with Warner Brothers and DC. And so it's been officially announced by James Gunn himself and by Henry Cavill himself. They both announced that Henry Cavill is no longer going to be Superman. Now, I know you're telling me, Raina, didn't like a month ago you said yes? Yes, it happened. Here's what I think happened with the whole Black Adam, post-credit scene, the announcement that he was going to be back. Now, when that announcement originally happened, the official DC Comics Twitter retweeted Henry Cavill. They shared his message that he was going to come back as Superman. They shared that official announcement. Now, when this all happened, when he was officially announced to come back as Superman in that post-credit scene with Black Adam, James Gunn and Peter Safran were not hired yet at Warner Brothers or DC Studios or whatever they're going to call it. Okay? People are saying that that post-credit scene was filmed during like September or maybe late August and whatever. And even before that was filmed, there were talks about it to happen with The Rock and his people talking to WB, and people are saying that The Rock went over the heads of, the current, the past people who were in charge, like Walter Hamada, and he like really muscled his way into there to get Henry Cavill to be Superman again. And once again, James Gunn and Peter Safran were hired after that announcement was made. That was not a part of their plans. Now that they are on the job, these past couple weeks, they've been planning out their DC universe. They've, were planning it, do whatever, which is why that big Hollywood Reporter article came out a few days ago, basically saying Wonder Woman 3 is canceled, this is happening, that is happening. And then since then, James Gunn has said his piece saying that some stuff is true, some stuff is not true. Even Patty Jenkins came out and said her piece on that, and I applaud her. People were so quick to drag her name, but not a couple years ago. They were cheering her on with the first Wonder Woman movie, and now all of a sudden, since 84 wasn't good, they want to drag her name. Wow, we had the first bad Wonder Woman movie. Meanwhile, we've had very, very controversial Superman movies from past and present, Batman movies, Spider-Man movies. But, we get one bad Wonder Woman movie, automatically we should just write the director off. No, we should not. So we had official statements from them. So just now, recently on Twitter, James Gunn basically laid it out saying that Superman is their first priority and they want to focus on his early life. He also said that he is writing the movie. They do not have a director. And they did meet with Henry Cavill, but it came to saying that they are not going to move forward with him as Superman. And Henry Cavill revealed on his Instagram to announce that he is not Superman anymore. So my whole feelings on this are two things. It's like this whole entire thing has been a back and forth. It's been really messy. Let's just be real. It's been really messy. And I do feel for Henry Cavill because I feel like he never really got to really dig into the character. I keep saying this, like next year, 2023, will be 10 years since Man of Steel. 10 years, and he only had one movie. In that time frame, we're going to compare it to Marvel, before Infinity War, like we've had, 3 Captain Americas, 3 Thors, 3 Iron Mans. Like it wasn't really adding up. And I feel like he never had a chance to really fully play the character. Now, on the other hand, you have the TV show Superman and Lois that is doing great with the character of Clark Kent, even though in this show he has a family. Lois and Clark have children, but they still show what a modern Superman can look like. And I hope with this new movie considering that he's going to play, that they're going to have the start him out younger and grow him up, that we will see the journey of him of being Clark Kent, growing up, and seeing him being a hero, having those thoughts and having those complications. Because to me, I always looked at Man of Steel as chapter 1. And I feel like we never got a chapter 2 on this character. And I just felt the way Zack Snyder, was positioning Superman to be like the main villain, like the whole flash forwards of like, oh, he's going to murder everybody because Lois Lane is dead. And, this is really dire because, at the end of the Snyder Cut, they had Batman meet with Joker, which is the worst scene of all time, to where they have to partner up and they're talking about reach arounds and whatever that whole entire thing was. It was just terrible. I just did not like what Zack Snyder was doing for the character, and it kept on positioning him as, oh, he's going to turn evil, he's going to kill everybody. That's not the character at all. There are stories like that about him, but we didn't have enough time of Henry Cavill, playing this character throughout multiple solo movies to even try and get to that point to where the stakes could be high of that happening. It was just trying to force it on there just because it happened in some comic book. But anyway, I'm not surprised. Like I said, the article a couple weeks ago kind of made this, apparent. And this is ripping off the Band-Aid. This had to happen. The first 10 years was not good for DC when it came to movies. Yes, there were some gems in there, but for the most part, it just did not help. Man of Steel was a very shaky foundation to start a universe off of, and I've always said that ever since it came out, especially after BVS. So what are your thoughts? Leave your thoughts down below, and bye, YouTube.